Hi, I'm Owen from the English Folk Dance and Song Society, and I'm here with the Young'uns who are playing at Cecil Sharp House on the 27th of May. So guys, it's been quite a good year for you so far, hasn't it? Tell us what you've been up to.
Yeah, hi Owen. It's been fantastic. We've been well, a couple of weeks ago we won the best group at the Radio 2 Folk Awards, which was unbelievable, really.
Many people say that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know what it was? We didn't know we were going to win. We were up against Bellowhead and the Gloaming and the Furrow Collective, and it was a real surprise, but a wonderful surprise. And so we've been busy. Yeah, we've been busy pretty much for 2 years since we gave up our jobs to go full time. We've been on big national tours. We've been to America, and we've been supporting Young Thanks recently. So we're doing all kinds of stuff and just enjoying ourselves.
And now we're immersing ourselves on this tour. We've been all over the place. We've got ourselves a van, and the three of us are in very close proximity, often sharing the same van, sharing the same room, often after the gig. So it's quite an intimate experience that we've had for the last 2 weeks, and it continues with a vengeance for the next 2 weeks.
You're still getting on well, despite being in such close proximity.
I don't think we ever have, really.
No, I don't think we're getting on no worse than we usually do.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you mentioned the Best Group Award, again, very impressive achievement. So for people who don't know that much about you as a group, what was sort of the idea behind you guys coming together and playing music?
Oh, it was happenstance, really. We didn't. It wasn't a conscious decision at first. It was we stumbled across our local folk club. It's in Stockton Folk Club, and that took place in a pub, which found favour with us because it was one of the pubs that served us at the age of 16, 17, and we just sort of happened upon this folk club that was taking place in that pub, and there was this man just got up and started whooping and yelping and joined in, and everyone started joining in. We later discovered that was a sea shanty, and then he said, "Welcome to the folk club. We're all just going to go around, take it in turns to sing a song, have a laugh, tell stories." And we thought, this is brilliant, such a communal atmosphere. We just kind of became immersed in that, really, and it just continued from there.
So we never really set out to be a group at all, really.
No,
we just love these songs and love joining in with other people and learning songs about our own area. And it was only sort of after a year or so of just immersing ourselves in it that people at the club said, "Oh, you should put a set together and do a night for us."
Should we have a song from the Young'uns?
Yeah, we didn't know what to call ourselves, and everyone referred to us as the Young'uns because we were the youngest people there, and the name's just stuck.
Embarrassingly stuck.
Yeah.
And as well as that award, you also won the Spiral Earth Award for Best Live Act.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
I've heard quite a lot of good reviews of your live show.
Well, I think your viewers now are seeing the chemistry that is between the three of us. Michael Hughes especially doing particularly well at the moment.
I can't get a word in anyway, so we're showing that that's normally the case. So.
No, but I think that's what we love about the whole folk scene is that live thing. And we grew up, from the age of 16, as I say, in the folk club scene, where people did do that. They kind of, there was that. Everyone chatted with each other. There was no difference between a member of the audience and the performer, because the performers and the sing-arounds were the audience, and you swap places.
You're expected to give a bit of patter, and try and be funny when you're introducing your song, or try to be deadpan or something. It was a real. We're still just like that. We just have fun, really.
Yeah. You went to Folk Alliance earlier this
Kansas.
year. Yes.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was amazing. Yeah, we went with Eftis, obviously, and. It was great. It was an incredible experience, and cause we have music conferences over here, but they're nowhere near the vast nature of what they're like in America. It's incredible, really. So we went with Ben and Josien, and with Jess Morgan, and with Philip and Hannah Martin. Yeah, we got a lot from it. Not only just seeing the other acts that were on, but personally.
And it's just brilliant because it's all in a hotel, and they just have all the hotel rooms. They just wheel out the furniture. In some cases, don't even wheel out the furniture, and they just act as performance spaces. So you go from one room, and there's the people sitting on cross-legged on beds or whatever, just kind of listening to a banjo player, and then you move literally about a metre down the corridor to the next room, and then you're listening to, you know, sort of a poet or whatever, you know, in another room, and they all try and entice you in with different things. You know, some people will have free beer, some people will have different nibbles and things. Other people have cooked an entire curry. So you just kind of go around eating all these weird, like, different foods, you know, and then listening to all this odd array of
because you've got to remember
music.
there's 200 artists and they're all
Yeah.
battling for the attention of.
So they're all trying
they're
novel
trying to get
ways
an
to get you
audience.
in. So the reason we did so well is just because of our nothing to do with our singing at all. It's just because we had
We
free
cook incredible
caviar,
food.
champagne.
Yes,
Oh
we
yes,
did. We bribed them. We
Exactly,
bribed those
yeah.
badges like mad.
Socialism in full force here in the Youngins camp.
Do you find is there enough demand of the other side of the pond for English folk music?
Oh,
Or-
completely. Yeah, no, that's the big thing.
And we were lucky because I think we were so, you know, there's a lot of singer-songwriters there, and we were something completely different. A lot of people with guitars, and we were something so different to that because it was just three, you know, like three English lads or whatever, just singing unaccompanied songs in their own accents and Teesside accents. And I think it was a sense of authenticity that people
Kind of almost, because you kind of almost blend in, you know, because if you're a singer-songwriter or maybe a fiddle player or one man on the guitar type thing, there's literally hundreds of acts there who are like that, so you've got to try and do something that makes you stand out and draws people in so that those people get to see you perform, because otherwise it might not be as good, I suppose, or suitable for the artist.
Yeah, you spent 15 seconds searching for the word and then came up with the word good. Excellent, right.
Thank you, David.
Excellent vocabulary there.
Well, I was just waiting for you to interrupt. So that's a big thing.
Waiting for the word that you were mustering, but
So you mentioned Teesside there. You've drawn quite a lot in your Teesside heritage in your repertoire. Is that quite an important element for you, drawing on your local heritage?
I think so, yeah. It certainly inspired us. That was one of the reasons we got into it. That the hook was the storytelling aspect of the songs as well, and the fact that a lot of the songs we heard in the early days of the folk clubs in the North East were about places we knew and things we knew. And then when we started our own folk club in Hartlepool, the old part of Hartlepool, we immersed ourselves in the history of the headlands and started writing songs and rediscovering old songs and books and putting them in tunes and new life. So I think that's sort of central to what we do, and sometimes we worried a bit about, hang on, if we're going to sing just songs from our own area, can we do that? Can we come to beautiful places like Surrey and sing Teesside songs? And the answer is yes, because the stories, they're like all folk songs, you know, all folk songs tell stories, and no matter where you come from, you can relate to them, you can connect to them. There's universal themes that can be put across to audiences all over the world, really.
So once this tour's out of the way, what have you got planned for the next few months?
It's festival season. So we finish this on the 1st of June.
and then
it's
we're
festivals
and UK festivals, and then we're going to Canada.
Oh yes,
in
Canada.
August.
Yeah, we've got 2 weeks in Ontario. We're really looking forward to
And
that.
then straight from Canada, we go to Paimpol in Brittany and France. Then we do a few more festivals, English festivals.
And then
we
it's
put
the
down dates.
kind of back end of the year. We've got lots of stuff. And then we do our singing weekends in October.
Ah yes,
November,
we have a
December.
weekends where basically people come to sing songs with us in a youth hostel, in all sorts of different locations around the country, and we do workshops, and we have quizzes and games, and
We sell
yeah.
it so well.
exactly.
And then,
Like
and
on
then
this
the
dictionary
final,
corner.
the final bit of the year, we've got a very short kind of 10 days of a Christmas tour. We've got this Christmas show that we do.
Ah yes, We Three Sings. That's what it's
So
called.
it's called, oh, and believe it or not.
Yeah.
And we're rolling it out again this year. So yeah, it's
Rolling it out, yeah. How commercial are
the
we?
closest venue to London's probably like Inverness or something, but it'll be
I'm
good.
not sure, yeah. Anyway,